Life often feels like a series of endless tasks, a never-ending loop where we're always chasing the next deadline, juggling multiple responsibilities, and trying to make it to the end of the day with a sense of accomplishment. Each day feels like a repeat of the last, and before we know it, weeks or months have gone by without a sense of real fulfillment. This is especially true in a time like the present, when many of us are trying to balance our work, personal lives, and everything in between, all while navigating the challenges that come with global events. We often find ourselves waking up in the morning, already overwhelmed by the list of things to do, only to end the day in exhaustion, simply looking forward to a night of rest before the cycle starts again. But what if today didn't have to be just another day? What if there was a way to break this cycle, to transform each day into something meaningful and worthwhile, something we could truly celebrate? I'm going to share a few simple yet powerful practices that can help elevate every day, making it more than just a series of tasks to be checked off. These practices are designed to shift our mindset, help us reclaim our sense of purpose, and bring a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond mere productivity. The goal is to transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, to find joy in the journey, and to celebrate the small victories along the way. One of the most powerful shifts we can make in our daily routine is to begin each day with intention. Instead of waking up and immediately feeling overwhelmed by an endless list of tasks, what if we took a moment to consider what would make today a true victory? This simple practice involves identifying 1 to 3 key tasks or goals that, if accomplished, would make today feel like a success. It doesn't have to be a long list. In fact, the fewer the better. The idea is to pinpoint what would make the day meaningful, something that aligns with your long-term goals, personal values, or immediate needs. I like to begin my day by jotting this down in my notebook or on my phone. I title the entry something like "Win the Day," today's date, and then list 2 to 3 things that, if accomplished, would make the day feel like a triumph. For example, writing this video is one of my key goals today, and completing it would bring me a great sense of accomplishment. Of course, there are other tasks and meetings on my agenda, but these 2-3 are my primary focus. By focusing on just a few key tasks, I can avoid feeling overwhelmed by the pressure to be productive in every area. Instead of getting bogged down by a laundry list of things, I focus on the most important actions that will move me closer to my goals. Even if I only manage to complete 1 or 2 of these tasks, I can still feel good about what I've achieved, rather than feeling frustrated about what I didn't get done. And as the day progresses, I keep this list visible, whether on my phone or written out on paper, so I can remind myself of what truly matters. It serves as a guide to keep me focused, helping me align my actions with my priorities. At the end of the day, I'll take a moment to reflect on what I've accomplished. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Even if I didn't manage to finish everything, I celebrate what I did achieve. This simple shift in perspective can transform how we experience our days. At the close of each day before heading to bed, I take a few minutes to reflect on how the day went. This practice doesn't have to be long or complicated. In fact, it's meant to be quick, allowing you to process the day without feeling overwhelmed by it. The first thing I do is look back on my Win the Day list. How did I do? Did I complete those key tasks? Even if I didn't finish everything, I celebrate the progress I made. Perhaps I completed 1 out of the 3 items, or maybe I did something unexpected that was just as important. I celebrate those wins no matter how small they might seem. Progress is still progress, and it deserves to be acknowledged. Next, I reflect on the other practices I've been incorporating into my day. Did I take time for self-care? Did I follow through on my commitments to myself and others? Any action, no matter how small, is worth celebrating. Life isn't just about the big accomplishments, it's also about showing up and taking small steps toward improvement. Then I ask myself a deeper, more introspective question: where did I see the divine today? This doesn't necessarily mean a religious experience, though it could be, but rather, where did I encounter a sense of magic, beauty, or meaning in my day? For me, the divine can be found in the simple moments, whether it's the beauty of a sunset, the warmth of a hug, or the feeling of peace I experienced during a quiet cup of coffee. It can also be found in the kindness of others or in the sense of flow I feel while working on something meaningful. Taking time to acknowledge these moments helps me feel more connected to the world and allows me to appreciate the beauty of everyday life. I often set a reminder for myself to do this brief review. It only takes a few minutes, but it's a powerful way to end the day on a positive note. Afterward, I use this time to set intentions for tomorrow, writing down the 1-3 things I want to achieve the next day. This gives me a clear focus for the morning and helps me start the next day with a sense of direction and purpose. We don't have to wait until the end of the day to celebrate. In fact, we can make it a habit to pause and celebrate after every task we complete. This simple ritual can make a huge difference in how we experience the day. Here's how it works. Whenever you finish a task, whether it's a work assignment, a phone call, or even something as small as getting out of bed, pause for a moment before moving on to the next thing. Just take a few seconds to reflect on what you just accomplished. Ask yourself, what went well? What can I celebrate about this moment? For instance, when I finish writing this video, instead of immediately moving on to my next task, I'll pause and reflect. What did I learn while writing this? What am I grateful for in the process? Did I feel a sense of flow or inspiration? What worked well? And what can I improve next time? Taking this brief pause helps you to savor the moment and gives you the opportunity to acknowledge your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. By making this a regular part of your routine, you begin to find joy in the process rather than just in the end result. It helps cultivate a mindset of appreciation where you celebrate life's little victories and the everyday moments that bring you joy. By incorporating these simple practices into your day, you can transform the way you experience life. Instead of feeling like you're always running from one task to the next, you begin to find moments of celebration and appreciation, even in the midst of your busiest days. Whether it's through setting intentions in the morning, reflecting at the end of the day, or pausing to celebrate after every task, these practices help you to slow down, focus on what really matters, and create a sense of fulfillment that extends beyond your to-do list. Each day is an opportunity to celebrate life, to recognize the beauty in the ordinary, and to honor the progress you've made. So, why not start today? What would it take for today to be a victory? What small changes can you make to celebrate your life more fully right now? The answer may surprise you.